Hey everybody, welcome to Pilates. I'm super excited to have you here. We're going to be on the floor today, which is a great way to really engage the muscles and give ourselves a workout in a totally different way. So today you're going to need a mat, a ball, and 2 weights. And if you don't have weights, that's fine. You don't have to have them, or you can even just grab a couple bottles of water or a couple soup cans. And if you don't have a ball, that's okay too. You can have a small pillow, or you can skip it. So it's a nice just tool to have to get a little bit deeper, but you don't have to have those. So go ahead and get your equipment and get settled, and I will meet you on the mat. All right. So I'm just gonna scoot on back. So we're gonna start just by warming up the body here. So I'm gonna be sitting on my knees, but you can sit cross-legged. If this is uncomfortable, then feel free to sit cross-legged. Sitting cross-legged is actually uncomfortable for me, so I prefer this. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna take our arms into a circle. We're just gonna start to spin our spine around just a little bit. Just starting to wake up the body and the muscles. Two more. So nice. Now come back to center. Lower your right hand next to you and bring your left arm up and over. So really getting some space through the left hip and the left side body. And then we'll switch. Just a little bit of stretch here before we get going. Nice. And now bring your hands behind you. I'm gonna have my fingers away from me. I'm gonna lean back. Just start to open up the chest just a little bit. Perfect. Come back up to center, and let's go ahead and shift onto the mat. So I'm going to start in that favorite mermaid twist we come to all the time. So I'm mostly sitting on my right cheek. My legs are to the left. I'm going to spin again. This is going to allow the twist to happen, but it also gives a nice opening through the left hip. Beautiful. Come back to center. Take your right forearm and lower it to the ground. I'm not lapsing and getting really lazy. There's some activity here. Now my top leg is my left leg. I'm going to shoot it out. Make some adjustments so that your elbow and shoulder are in one line. And then this leg is going to be straight to start. And we're going to lift and lower. Really targeting the outer thigh here. Lift and lower. You're also going to feel a little pinch in your oblique. If you want more in your oblique, then you're going to lift your left arm. Beautiful. We have 10 more. 9, 8, 7 more. Nice pointed toe. 6, 5, 4 more. 3, 2, last one, lower. Push yourself back up, bend that leg, we'll get a twist. We're gonna stay on this side for 2 more sets. Come back to front, find the forearm back on the mat. Take your top shoulder back. This time, the leg's gonna stay bent, and you can see that it's behind my front leg. So I'm gonna lift it and lower it, tap the knee. Lift and tap. Lift, so I'm even internally rotating there, tap. Tap, tap if you want a little bit more in the abs. That top arm lifts. 5 more. Rotate. 4. Beautiful. 3, 2. Press yourself up. So we're starting to feel some heat in that outer left hip, especially that band that runs. It's the outer glute, and it wraps around towards the front of the hip. So 1 more set on this side, and we're going to take that everything up to the other side. So the right arm comes down. We're going to lift, flex the foot so my toes are reaching forward. And I'm going to draw back and pull in. I'm not changing the shape of my leg at all. It's staying in this nice 90-degree bend. Push, pull, push, contract the abs to bring it in. Pull in. Again, want more? Arm goes up halfway or all the way. And we pull in. We crunch. And we crunch. And we crunch. 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one, sit up, get a stretch. Let's flip around and try that on the other side. So I'm just gonna lean back, switch sides. So now I'm on my left butt cheek, and let's twist to the back. So we open up, open up. And then wind back to front. Your left forearm is gonna find the mat. And then watch your right shoulder, don't let it collapse. We're gonna still keep that open chest. Right leg is going to straighten with a pointed toe. And we're gonna lift and lower. If you want more, that top arm reaches to the sky. I'm gonna stay low this time. 10, 9. It's like you're just drawing a line down there. Magic marker on your toes. 7 more. 6, 5, 4. Start to feel the pinch in the obliques. Here's 3, 2, last one, and push yourself up. You can see my elbow was a little bit too close to my ribs there. My shoulder was past my elbow. So I made an adjustment right at the end, but watch where you put your elbow. So come on down. My back leg is on the inside, the bottom of my foot, so it's behind it. Make sure my shoulder and my elbow are stacked. Pull my top shoulder back. And here we go. We keep it bent, we lift, and we tap that knee. We lift, and we tap. We lift, and we tap. 10, 9, 8, 7 more. 6, 5, 4, 3 more. 2, last one, and push yourself up. Get a twist. Nice. So this last set is where we push to the back. So find your adjustment, make the elbow, squeeze around on the cheeks if you need to. We lift it, flex the feet, push, pull in, push, squeeze in. So it's like a crunch. We crunch in, top arm if you want it, crunch, crunch. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and we lower. Let's get one more twist to the back, and then we're going to use our weights. So find a comfortable way to sit. I'm going to sit cross-legged. I can tolerate it for just a little bit. All right, so grab your weights. Remember, you don't have to use weights. You can if you'd like, but it's not necessary. There we go. All right. We're going to start with the vertical weights, and we're going to lift and lower. So sometimes it's really nice to do our weight work sitting instead of standing, because it really forces us to have good posture. When we're standing, we can slump a little bit. When we're sitting, it's really hard to do weight work in our arms with our slouch. 5, 4, 3, 2 more. Last one, now bring it up, bring it, stay. Elbows, lift, lift, lift. See if you can rotate, right there, 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more, and close it up, nice. We're gonna open up here. I'm going to take my elbows off my side body. You can see I have a little bit of space there. Poke, out, out. Yes, just like that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Do it again. Again. Do you see how your back muscles are having to work here? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, pull it in. All right, round your spine. Get a nice little stretch there, just to give a little bit of space in the back. Yeah, perfect. All right, let's try another series. You can use your weights or not. So we're gonna take the weights out, and notice I have a bigger shape here. So before I had just a little bit of air between my body and my elbows. So I'm gonna go like a W shape. Ready, sit tall, lean back just a tiny bit. We poke, we pull. Poke, pull. Remember that little stop at the top? That's where magic happens. 10, 9, 8, 7 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Perfect. Roll your shoulders. So we're going to come back to cactusing our arms with the palms flat. So make sure you're holding on to the weights, but you may be coming into a place in the practice already where you decide, you know, there's a spider on me. We don't want to use the weights. So you can lose the weights at any time. I didn't even scream. All right, weights here. We're going to pull back, press forward, back and forward. 10, 9, 8. I've really learned this summer. But there are things in life that we might freak out about, but we don't need to scream. Like snakes. I have a lot of snakes I've discovered in my yard. 2 more. Perfect. Close your arms. And at the beginning of the summer, every time I saw a snake, I would scream so loud the neighbors thought I was being mauled. But now I see a snake and I'm like, ah, get out of here. So the fact I didn't scream that there was a spider running down my arm is pretty good. All right, elbows into the ribs this time. We're gonna do the top half, just halfway, okay? So we're just gonna make sure that bicep stays nice and engaged. I like to have my fingers spread really wide. Beautiful. 10. I was screaming so often at the beginning of the summer that my neighbors just began to know, like, oh, it's just another snake in her yard. Because I was seeing them so often and I was screaming so often. But now I don't scream. Maybe once in a while. Depends on how fast they're running past me. 2 more. Such a silly thing. Bring the weights in front, same thing. Squeeze up, release. So notice that you have to engage the back muscles here to keep the posture. I love working the weights on the floor versus standing, because even if we don't think we're using momentum, a lot of times we are. Let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to change this. We're going to come down, open, squeeze, down, front, squeeze. So we're doing both directions, but we're stopping at every place to pause. And that keeps that bicep nice and firm. Beautiful. Do 4 more. Up, down, open, up, down, close. Here's 3. Up, down, open, lift it. Beautiful. 2 more, 2 more. Up, open. Last one. Up, lower, open, up, lower. Perfect. All right, we're going to lose the weights. We're going to come back to them later. So let's lose the weights. I'm going to show you a really neat tricep work. So make sure that little dead spider's off my mat. We just roll with it around here, friends. We just roll with it. That's what I've loved about doing the videos. I could spend hours making this perfect, hours editing it, restarted because of the spider. But as you guys know, I'm real, life is real, things happen, spiders crawl down your arm, you roll with it. All right, bring your feet in as close as they will. Turn your fingertips towards your bum. And now lift up. Beautiful. So you can see that my feet are just slightly in from my knees. You can walk them out if you want or keep them in. I like them in here. Now lean back, bend, and press. Bend and press. It's really important to lean back, shoulders over wrists. We got 10 of these. 9, 8 more. 7, 6, 5. Press. Here's 4, 3, 2. Last one. Have a seat. Sit cross-legged. We're going to get a quick stretch. So grab an elbow and pull it across, then switch. We're going to change that, and it's magic. So we won't spend a bunch of time doing this. We're only going to do about 3 with each leg, but you'll really feel your triceps. So just shake out your wrists. We won't be here long. Find the hand placement, fingers towards your bum. Feet go out. They're facing forward. We lift. It's a reverse tabletop. Now lean back. Okay, so bend halfway, press up. Now lift one leg, bend, press, just 3. 1, press, 2, press, 3, press, switch legs. Ready? 1, press, 2, press, 3, press, lower. Have a seat, sit cross-legged, and get a final stretch of the triceps. Perfect. All right, go ahead and grab your ball. All right, here it is. We're gonna put it between our thighs. Scoot forward if you need to. Arms are gonna go out in front. And we're going to squeeze the ball and release the ball. We're not doing anything with our spine just yet. Arms in front, we squeeze, we release. Squeeze, squeeze. 4 more. Just starting to fire up the inner thighs, but you're starting to feel a little engagement here in the belly. 2 more. Last one. Now squeeze the ball, tuck your pelvis under, scoop out. Take your arms out wide. So my arms are about this wide, like a Y shape. All right, keep your pelvis tucked. Squeeze the ball. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now stay. Arms, lift, lift. Tiny little pulses. 10, 9, 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4. You should be feeling your belly. 3, 2, last one. Close and rise. Beautiful. Tuck. Squeeze. Arms out. Wide, wide. So I've got that V shape there, wider than my legs. Perfect. Now bring your right leg up. Squeeze the ball. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, switch legs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, rise up. We're going to go back to the arms. Here we go. Scoop and roll back halfway. Arms are going to go out to that V shape, but then turn your palms straight up, the thumbs to the back. Just taking your hands from being forward to back changes your abs. Isn't that crazy? Now, thumbs, back, back. So I'm just sliding my thumbs back about 10 inches. 10, 9, look at your belly. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We have 10 more after this. Here we go. Squeeze the ball, reach. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, rise up. Amazing, isn't it? It's crazy what happens when we do a slight change to our arms and hands, just where they're distributed in space. So go ahead, Scoop again. Keep the ball where it's at. And then bring your arms behind you. Okay, so I'm gonna rest on my forearms, a little bit into my elbows, but I'm not letting my spine collapse. I'm squeezing my chest up towards the sky. Now, this is a little bit tricky, but we're gonna give it a try. My fingertips are almost underneath the very top part of my cheeks. So fingers are slipped just slightly underneath. Are you ready? Squeeze the ball, lift legs, okay? Watch, we tap, we pull, tap, pull, like a machine. I'm not changing the shape of my legs at all. I'm using my whole abdominal cavity to do this motion. 10, 9, the ball keeps us in alignment. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 more, 2 more. Last one, and pause, breathe. We have 2 more sets. We're gonna change it just slightly. You'll really feel it. We lift, we dip over to the right. We tap, we pull, tap, pull. So just my right pinky toe is touching that mat. 10, pull, 9, pull, 8 more, squeeze, 7, squeeze, 6, squeeze. Here's 5, here's 4, here's 3, you can do this. 2, last one, do one more. Back to center, lower your feet, breathe. So you can see how the ball really plays a key role in keeping our bodies in alignment. If we didn't have the ball, it's likely our legs would be open and we wouldn't really be getting into the abdominal wall. All right, we have one more side, one more set. We lift, we turn to the left. We tap and squeeze up. Tap, squeeze, squeeze. Let's do 9 more. Here's 8, squeeze, squeeze. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, do one more. Back to center, lower the feet. Go ahead and let the ball fall between your feet and open up your legs. And then walk yourself elbows out from under you and come on down to your back. We're gonna get a nice stretch for the inner thighs because we're gonna start to work those inner thighs just a little bit. All right, here we go. We're gonna bring our feet up and the ball's gonna go between our ankles, just above the ankle. So not on the bony part of our ankle, but just above the ankle as we start to get into the fleshy part of our calves. Arms will be down by your side. Ideally, you want your eyes looking up. So we're gonna be coming into some bridge work. If you're not sure what bridge is, please just watch first. And then when you know where we're going with this, go ahead and get into position, but don't turn your head. I'm gonna keep my eyes up towards the ceiling to protect my neck as I move through this bridge. All right. Fingertips are gonna touch those heels. So the ball's really low into the legs, and we're just gonna see what happens when we squeeze. So squeeze that ball, squeeze it. We'll squeeze 5 more times. We're not lifting our hips or anything just yet. 4, 3, 2, now squeeze like you mean it and lift your hips. Beautiful. And then lower and lift. So we're just moving up and down. Now, if you would like a little bit more, go ahead and grab one of your dumbbells and place it on your low belly, below your belly button. This just gives added weight to the glutes. Nice. Keep going. Lift, lift, lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 more, 4 more, 3, 2, now hold at the top. So we're in a bridge. Dumbbell might be on that low belly, and we're going to hold on to it with your hands so it doesn't roll down your slope and hit you in the chin. Squeeze the ball. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, lower your bum. Go ahead and grab the ball. We're just going to set it aside for a moment, or actually put it in between your thighs, and that way it doesn't roll away. So it's going to be just stuck in between your thighs, not your knees. Grab both dumbbells. We're going to do some chest press. So the elbows come out of the shoulders to the side. I'm holding on to the weights just by barely hooking my thumb and index finger around the dumbbell. I'm going to inhale and press up to the ceiling, and exhale, come almost to the floor, but don't touch. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. So light weights. It may not seem like much, but we're going to do a lot of reps here, and then we're going to add some leg movements. So we'll do 10 of these. 9, pretty fast pace. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Arms straight up, hold the weights. Lift your legs, bend 90 degrees. Let's try 10 more. 10, sink your back towards the floor. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Arms up, straighten your legs. Put a little squeeze on the ball. Let's do 10 more. 10, 9, here's 8 more. Barely let the elbows skim the floor. Don't let them come all the way down to the floor. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, lower. Go ahead and bend your knees, place your feet on the mat, lose one dumbbell. Place the other dumbbell way low underneath your belly button, right in that little soft spot of the pelvis. Ball's gonna stay up high, and we're gonna come up to a bridge. And you're gonna lift your heels when you get there. So the heels go high. We're gonna hold on to our weight with our hands so we don't let it roll down the slope. Come halfway down, press back up. Halfway, press. You have 10, press. 9, press. 8, press. 7, get it up there. Get it up there. See how high your hips can go. 4, 3, 2, hold at the top, squeeze hard for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower all the way down. We're going to do the same set with the toes up. So you're going to feel a different part of the leg engage. It's typically we feel the hamstrings and the glutes with our heels dug in. So we're going to put tension on the ball, hold on to the weight, toes come up, and we lift our hips. So we're going to lower halfway, press back up. Half, press. Halfway, press. Beautiful. Do 10 more. Really squeeze the ball and press up. Don't let your cheeks hit the floor. We just go halfway, up. 7, up. 6, up. 5. Beautiful. 4 more. 3, 2. Now hold at the top. Squeeze hard for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower. Go ahead and lose the weight. You can see just by adding 3 little tiny pounds to our pelvis, we feel a little extra goodness in the backside. It's fabulous. We're going to bring our ball back between our calf, and the legs will be straight-ish. They don't have to be perfectly straight. So straight-ish. I have a slight bend in my knee here. And I'm going to hold my arms up so that I'm not using any of my forearms or elbows to stabilize me. I'm requiring my core to be engaged. I'm going to drop my legs slightly to the left, and I'm going to draw a slow circle back to start. We're going to stay with the left side, and we're going to circle and pause. Squeeze the ball, circle, and pause. 5, circle. Now you can add the breath here. You'll inhale and lean, exhale, back to start. Inhale, lean, exhale, back to start. 3 more. Drop, circle, drop, circle. You should be feeling abs here like crazy. 1 more. We're going to go the other direction. Make sure your belly is down against the floor. Drop to the right, circle, come back to center. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful, just like that. 5 more. 4. So you can see that by staying on the floor, we get an entirely different workout. We eliminate our feet, for 1. We eliminate the need to balance, for 2. We really get to play with the core here. Do 1 more. Beautiful. Grab the ball, lower the feet, let the knees open, and take your arms above the head. So I was trained many years ago in an entire 60-minute class called floor bar, and it's basically doing the ballet-inspired moves completely on the floor. So we eliminate some of the hurdles that get in the way of people needing to stand up. And for me, the hurdle this week is my feet. So I thought I would share with you how I'm still getting a workout in, but I'm eliminating the need to stand on my feet for a long period of time. So we're going to not need any equipment for this next set. You're just going to use your body weight. And there's a couple different options here. So we're going to start with 1 leg up, 1 leg down. And it doesn't matter which leg you start with, because we're going to do both sides. And I'm going to take my arms up high so that I'm not tempted at all to use my elbows to stabilize me. I'm going to take my toes. My shin is parallel to the floor. So it's not here and it's definitely not here, but it's being held 90 degrees. And I'm going to shoot that leg long as if I'm touching the wall across from me. And then I pull in to start slow. So I inhale, exhale. The idea here is you think about length. So you lengthen to tap, lengthen to drag. Lengthen, in, add the breath. Inhale, exhale. In, 10 more. Hold in. 9, pull. 8, pull. I think that without lifting the bottom leg or the other leg, the back leg, we actually get more stabilization in the core. And so I do believe we engage more. When we have both legs up, we tend to, I don't know, we lose something and our spine starts to arch. We just get out of the abs a little bit. 2 more. You can certainly try lifting your other leg. And now keep it long, 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 like you're touching the wall across the room. And you're going to just draw tiny little lines, super tiny, no more than 3 inches. We're going to be here for a while. So it's really quick movements. And so picture us standing on our legs, standing up, and doing this little extended leg, tapping, lifting and lifting. So that's that ballet-inspired leg work that we love, but we've eliminated the need to balance or stand up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it in. Now my knee is open. It's hard to see, but here's my leg. It's pretty open. So my knee is actually facing my right shoulder. So I'm going to do this inner thigh work here. So I'm going to lift and lower, lift and lower. Stabilize through the core, zip up your core, glue it to the floor. 10, it's not a big move. 9, 8, 7, you should be feeling inner thigh. 6, 5, 4, 3, point your toes. 2, last one, close your leg. There you can see it was open and closed. We're going to do those open and closes. Open, close. 8, close. Point your pretty toe. Point your pretty toe. Beautiful. 6, squeeze. 5, squeeze. 4, 3, 2, last one, lower it. So feeling a lot of thigh work. Let's do the other side. Lift your left leg, or whatever leg you didn't start with. I started with my right. And it's parallel. So remember, I'm not bent and I'm not lifting it too much. It's truly a parallel 90-degree bend. And then I'm going to shoot it long, drag it in. Long, in. Belly's glued down towards the spine. 10. Pull in. Inhale, exhale. In. Here's 8. Pull. 7. Pull. 6. Pull. 5 more. 4 more. 3. Beautiful work, friends. 2. Do one more. Hold it out there long as you can. Point your toe. We're going to lift tiny. Super tiny. No more than 3 inches. 10. 9. That's it. Point. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Pull in, and now open it. And now we lift and lower. Lift. Inner thighs. You should feel it. Here's 10. Up. 9. Up. Beautiful. Feel those inner thighs. Do the work. It's so good. 5. Glue your spine down. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Now close the knee. Open it. So it's coming from the hip, but we drop it. We close it. 10. Squeeze. Don't let your belly get off the floor. So it's really coming from the inner thigh and the hips. Hard work here. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Feet come down. We open up, lower our arms, get a stretch for our inner thighs. We're just about done. I've been doing this for a long time, and now that I'm home more, I'm actually practicing more Pilates. And I found the sweet spot of a practice really is around that 35-40 minute mark. It's doable, something to do every day. And we really, because we're moving at a pretty intense rate, we can get a lot accomplished in just about 40 minutes. So we're going to keep it about there. We're almost there. So right around there. Certainly sometimes it's fun to have a longer practice, and sometimes it's great to have an option for a 20-minute practice if that's all you have for the day. So we're going to bring both legs up parallel. We're going to open up our arms high to the sky. Belly sinks down. We're going to do some butterflies. We're going to open and close. So you can tell today's practice targeting the abdominals, targeting the inner thighs. Perfect. A little bit of arm work too was nice. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now keep them out, and tap your knees open. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and close and lower. Perfect. We're going to go ahead and turn onto our right side. So we're going to lay on our right side. We're just about there. And I'm going to go ahead and lay all the way down, crook my elbows so that I can rest my head. And I'm shaped like a banana. So I have my hips to the back, and I've got this nice curve here. Sometimes we're in a long straight line, but today go ahead and be a banana. So we're going to lift the left leg, the top leg. And I'm going to flex my foot so my toes are back towards my nose. I'm going to bring it forward. And I'm not using a lot of my left hand. I'm using my core to stabilize me. I'm going to tap my foot and then lift. Tap it and lift it. Take your left arm up to the sky and see if you can prevent your body from rolling back or front. We have 8 more. 7, 6, 5. If you don't want the arm up, you don't have to. 3, 2. Last one. Now lift it, point it. Put your fingers right on your temple and bend your knee. We're going to crunch elbow and knee, extend. Crunch, lift, crunch, crunch. Elbow barely moves. We're just bringing it in to tap that thigh. 8, point your pretty. 7, 6, beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and lower. We're gonna stay in the banana shape. We're just about done here. Lift your left leg, point your pretty toe. We're gonna do those tiny little lifts. So it's super small, super quick. We'll be here for about 20 seconds, about 1 tap a second. I'll do the counting, you just do the tapping, but we're really firing up the glutes here. Do you feel that? It's magical. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, point, 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 lower. Go ahead and push yourself up, and we'll spin to the other side. So find the banana shape. Rest your head. Right leg lifts, toes flex. We go in front and tap and lift. Tap and lift. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, beautiful. Last one. Lift it, point it, elbows, crunch, crunch, crunch. 8, 7, 6, 5 more. 4, we're just about there, friends. 3, 2, last one. Now point that toe, hard, 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 those tiny little lifts. Lift, lift, lift. I'll do the counting. I got a clock just over there. I'm watching the clock. We're moving, you're almost there. We're gonna finish with some plank work and then we're out of here. Beautiful work. You have about 10 more seconds. Feels like eternity, doesn't it? Perfect, and lower. Go ahead and roll onto your belly. So, couple options for plank work. We always have the option to stay on our knees, always. We have the options to come to our forearms or our hands. So I'm gonna have you pick your poison. So you can start on your toes and be in a traditional plank and hold. You can be on your knees and you're still getting an amazing workout. You can come down to your forearms. If you have wrist pain, you can be on your toes or your knees. So there are a lot of options for you to decide what you want for your plank to be. So go ahead and find the position that you prefer. Get settled. We're gonna do 3 sets. I'm not gonna surprise you with anything at the end. We're gonna do 3 sets. I'll do the counting, you do the planking. So get in your plank position, take a full breath in, and be with it. And I'm gonna guide you through the breath here. So take a breath in, and breathe out. Breathe in, and breathe out. If you just have 5 more breaths here, and 4, and 3, and 2, and lower your knees and take a break. I like to take child's pose, so bring my hips back to my heels. Okay, so we have 2 more sets. You just did a 30-second plank, by the way. Pretty cool, huh? All right, find your plank position. Knees or toes, arms or hands. Get into the pose, own it, and here we go. Take a breath. And breathe out. And another breath. You're doing awesome. Just stay with it. If you need to drop to your knees, drop to your knees. But you can do this. You can do anything for 30 seconds. Anything at all. Hold it for 10. 9. Remember how I guided you through the breath. Just focus on breathing in and breathing out. Here's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower everything. Take a little break. So we have one more final set, and then we're finished with the practice. One final set. You just did a 45-second plank. So I think you could do 15 seconds more. I don't know. Find your plank. I'll guide you through it. You can do this. You can do anything for a minute. Ready? Here we go. Start to find your breath again. Remember, breathing in, equal breath out. If you're practicing with yoga with me this week, you're going to remember that this is idea of equal balancing breath, equanimity in the breath. We fully inhale, we fully exhale. We see our lives as a scale, and it starts with our breath. We don't often exhale fully, so let your plank be your practice of learning to find equality in the breath. You're almost there. You're almost there. Stay with it. You are so much stronger than you think you are. Hold it for 10, 9, 8. Can you believe this? You're doing it. You're doing it. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.5. I'm kidding. Go ahead and lower your knees. You did it. So tons of core today. Sit back to child's pose. Bring your hips back to your heels. Just let your belly rest against your thighs, or I like to have my knees wide and just let my belly soften against the floor. So just breathe. We did a ton today. 45-minute practice condensed. So not a ton of stretching at the end because I know you can stretch. Take some forward folds. Spend some time on your back. There's so many options to stretch in my yoga class or my chair yoga class. There's some short versions, some longer versions, so you can play with those. You can just stretch in a way that feels good to you. So thank you so much for being patient with me last week. My ankle is doing better, but I chose to practice today on the mat, and I hope that you found it to be a really good practice. Remember, each week is different. You can go into my website, and there's a brief description of each of the practices that you can enjoy. You'll know if it's going to be a standing practice, if it's going to be a floor practice. It might even tell you if you're going to need equipment. But remember, you don't need balls and you don't need weights to practice. So check out the website. You can also find it in my Facebook business page under the notes section. All the practices are there. We have 15 different videos with 4 videos in each category. So that is a ton of videos to choose from. And as always, I'm so grateful for your support during this time. I found a new way to find my passion to reach people, and online work has become humbling in many ways and wonderful in many ways. And I couldn't do any of this without your generous donation. So thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you really soon. And I hope you're staying well and healthy and happy. And I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye.